the DC General Hospital. Um, I was raised uptown for about 5 years in Tyler House Surgeon Quarters, and then I moved over to the South Side, Minnesota Avenue, where I was born and bred. And I feel like I got both sides. I feel like I got an uptown, southeast spirit. I went to school uptown, Dunbar High School, graduated from Sousa Junior High School. And I just got a lot of DC in me. Went on to have a beautiful career in entertainment. 19 years old, got on Def Comedy Jam, Teen Summit.
I used to watch that at like 12. I ain't even gonna lie. I used to watch that at like 10, 11, 12 years old, and I loved it.
I used to watch it too when I was like 15, 16, and then when I got an opportunity to get on TV and had that opportunity, because I used to go up to Mr. Henry's and do open mics, and when I went to UDC, some of my fraternity brothers, shout out to Kappa Alpha Psi, they were like, Reg, you funny as heck, man. You should go and try to get on Def Comedy Jam.
So you was a class clown, always funny around the family?
Nah, I never been a class clown.
Never?
I never been a clown at all.
Oh, I know that's right.
I'm just a DC. I'm just a street DC dude that had to fight just like anybody else. Had to fight verbally, had to physically fight, and I always preached that I never wanted to be the one to pick up the hammer. I never wanted to be that one. I always wanted to solve it with words, battle, or can we pick up our hands? You know what I mean? And I'm an advocate against gun violence. My program, Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Cameras, is one of the #1 programs helping these youth to.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we wanted to talk about. Matter of fact.
Well,
I love that concept. How did you come up with that? And was there a particular situation or event that you seen that made you?
I mean, shucks. I mean, we got murders real close to my family, in my family, But I'm an entertainer. I've been around production all my life, and my productions have helped me become a better person. I'm an executive producer. I'm an exec when it comes to production. I've worked for Viacom, BET, MTV, Comedy Central, and my production company has been able to, source out 25 different shows for those networks. You look at my history. I'm not only 10% of my life is comedy, 90% is production.
Okay.
So I was able to share that production side with some youth, and we started in the Southeast in Ward 8. And
Ward 8?
Yeah, shout out to Ward 8. And we was able to help some youth express themselves.
Okay.
I feel like when I was in high school, they didn't give me enough credit for writing, and when I got to college, I learned how to write essays. And when I learned how to write essays, it changed my whole life. It changed my whole demeanor. So everything I do, as far as my career, has been centered around essays. Beginning, middles, and ends. And that's what I teach the kids, how to write a beginning, get your thoughts out in the beginning, how to get your middle together and get your end. And that's how life is. So, this program is a SEL program, social and emotional learning program, to help our youth deal with their emotions and get the things out their head, because a lot of our youth don't have people to show them how not to be emotional.
And do you have to be
That's
in Ward
what's up.
8, or
That's
can
what's
anybody join this program?
No, it's a citywide program. We just the first was all citywide. Last year was all citywide, and we took it to Los Angeles also last year, because I feel like a lot of our cities are similar. I got ties with Los Angeles also. A lot of my friends like Snoop and Wiz Khalifa, and so many, Jamie Foxx and Cat Williams, and I mean a lot of us just delved ourselves from different places and went to Los Angeles. And I feel like Los Angeles is just like DC, but it's just bigger, and it has the same problems, it has the same issues.
Yeah, Los Angeles though, that's Skid Row. I went there with my son. I couldn't believe it.
But
it was so many tents. Everybody was just living free.
DC is becoming Skid Row.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that we got so much homelessness. We're in the top 4 in homelessness right now. And there's never been this much homelessness. There's never been these many rats in our city. like just in general, our city is becoming not as clean as it should be, and people wonder why we got so many rats in our city, because we don't take care of the cleanliness of our city.
Man.
I feel like that's a big part. If you see me around your neighborhood and I'm cleaning up, I got bags in my hand, it's because I'm tired of our neighborhoods being filthy like that.
Exactly.
I think that we are better than that. I feel like they don't put enough trash cans in our neighborhood. They don't put enough lighting in our neighborhood. And
shout out to We Fit DC, also a activation group I'm with. They go around too in DC Ward 7-8. They pick up trash for the community as well. So we gotta all do our part, y'all.
Yeah, shout out to
you can't be
We Fit.
driving by, you see a whole pile of trash. At least send somebody out there, or set up the appointment or something.
I mean, it definitely gonna take us to come together.
It is.
We've been, and I hope nobody get mad at me for saying this, but we've been crabs in the barrel to each other for a long time.
Yes.
And we gotta stop being crabs in the barrel to each other.
That's real talk.
We gotta lift each other up.
Right.
And when we see each other and call it what it is, we're beautiful individuals.
Man, what?
Exactly.
That come from a hardship of life.
Exactly.
And until we start looking at each other in the way we see each other ourselves,
Right.
then we're gonna be still in that same place. So we gotta look at it. When I look at you, I gotta see myself in you.
Exactly.
And I treat you better. And the same vice versa. I was reading this book called the Four
Agreements.
The Four Agreements.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's a great book.
That's one book I stick by. Don't take things personal. You can't.
No.
Take things personal.
No, you can't take things personal, and you can't assume anything.
Exactly.
And we gotta live by what our words are impeccable.
Exactly. I feel like growth gives you that too. Exactly. With me, it was growth when I figured that out, because I used to take things so personal. With the world did, the people did, everybody. Right. It was all everybody's fault.
Right.
But everybody has their own things going on.
Exactly.
I can only do what I can do.
Exactly.
But we also was talking about, speaking of guns and stuff, what's your stance on more people being educated on firearms?
Right.
Do you think there should be like a government funded program where they educate more people about it?
Right.
Yeah, I think everybody in our city should be educated on guns and definitely gun safety. I think that it's a situation that the government should fund. I think the government should fund this situation because it's happening. People want to be able to protect themselves, in our city,
But don't you think when you say guns, we should at least call it firearms? Like, stop saying guns. Like,
I
don't guns. Like, it's guns. Firearms.
You can call it what you can call it. You can say firearms.
I know, because
I say firearms for your show. I'm on your show. I'm gonna say firearms education.
Shout out to Dr. Cassie Maxwell. She's a female entrepreneur who teaches other people how to use weapons and firearms and things like that. And I just think it's so important.
It's more if you get more educated on firearms.
I feel like I take courses on firearms.
Okay.
I feel like you got to know what to shoot. My wife is a retired police officer.
Okay.
She just retired a couple of weeks ago, and she teaches me about firearm safety.
Okay.
See.
And thank you for.
So somebody coming in, who grabbing?
Huh?
If somebody coming in, you grabbing or your wife?
She probably grabbing quicker than me.
Because women, we don't play.
I'm keeping it 100. She gonna grab it way quicker than me.
Go ahead,
I mean, you really in trouble.
Yeah,
she is holding down the house. So and I think our queens, they hold us down regardless, and they should get their proper due and respect out here. But my wife been holding me down for a while, and not just on a firearm tip, but just in many different ways. But
it takes to be where you are. It takes a strong woman to hold you down.
I agree.
I don't think you could have did it alone.
I tell people this story all the time. I had 2 trash bags. I was living in my office in L.A. I had given up my apartment, and I was just like, I'm just gonna live in my office. I'm gonna do my business. And when my wife and me started dating, she took me with my 2 trash bags, and she educated me on credit. And I always tell people to educate yourself on credit. She asked me, that was like one of the first questions she asked me when we started dating, how's your credit? And I was like, I don't know. She was like, well, let's get your credit report. She got my credit report. My credit was like 530 or something. And I always tell the story because I want to educate people on credit.
Yes.
and I bought a few things, and it wasn't like I didn't have any money. I had money, but I wasn't paying the bills. I didn't even know what was on my credit to pay. So I always tell people, get your credit report, find out what's on there. Then my mom's just like, you can write off a lot of that stuff, write letters to the companies.
So in your comedy days, all the money that you were making, you didn't know about credit then?
Nope.
Okay, you were just spending.
Yep. I keep it at that time.
That
was there back about
But we all were like
that was like 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
But once I understood, now my credit is like 800, 810.
Okay.
And I'm able, and I tell people you can buy what you want if you got good credit.
And that's the question we always ask. Would you rather have credit or money?
Kids in school?
Yeah, we got to do that early.
Yeah.
They should be learning about credit like at 10, 12, all that middle school.
Math and stuff, they should teach credit.
It's a lot of courses that they do not teach in school that they should teach. We got to bring back trades to our schools.
Home ec.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Yeah, learn how to,
wood shop. I used to be a wood shop. Culinary, go get a little egg.
Yes.
Yeah, and I taught you.
I love science. Like, I love science, like making stuff. Yeah.
But it's kind of strange that they took it out of our schools, and we were flourishing in D.C. with all of these things with the electricians and building homes and plumbing and carpentry.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
All those programs are gone. That's not fair to the kids or the community. Is it because they took it out the budget or because
they took it out the budget? They took it out the budget.
Okay.
They took it out the budget, but we're gonna get it back in the budget.
Okay. So that's what it's all about, getting the money in the budget. Now, once it's in the budget, is it going to be allocated for that?
It has to be.
Okay.
Now it has
you
to
gonna
be.
make them, right?
They better not play with me.
Don't play with Red, y'all.
Nah, don't play with me because I just think that I think our city is a big corporation, right?
Okay, yes.
I've been a businessman for a while now, and an executive for a while, and I think a city like DC needs an executive running it, not just a legislator, not a person who just knows about legislation. You got to understand how to run a corporation. I've dealt with millions and millions of dollars in budgets. I've employed thousands and thousands of people. Like I said earlier, I worked with BET and produced stuff for them for so many years and had tens and tens and tens of millions of views before social media.
Okay, yeah.
So just to get your yourself out there at that time, you couldn't just go on Instagram. You had to really get yourself out there.
Amen.
And so I think the city deserves a person that's going to be an executive and run this city like an executive and actually allocate the funds properly. We got an $18.3 billion budget.
What?
I'll say it again. $18.3 billion budget. It sits in the bank doing nothing.
Where is it?
You feel me? And Ward 8 and Ward 7 ain't getting no money. They get it, but it's like sprinkles. And Ward 1 through 6 and 6 is and 5 is getting short too. If you look at the charts, you look at these charts of what they even give to arts and humanities. 2% of that money went to Ward 7. 2. Now you don't think kids in Ward 7 want to do arts, and you don't think we talented in Ward 7? I know I was. I know the kids around where I grew up were very talented, but they got to get the funds, and they got to have programs, because if you don't have programs, you fall into these facets of life that you shouldn't fall into.
Exactly.
And this series out here is no game, it's no play.
Now, we heard on Instagram that you announced that you were independent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell us, after all these years, why did you take that stance? Because I took that stance, too.
I did, too.
It was easy for me to take that stance. I've been a Democrat all my life, a registered Democrat. And I just got tired of the party line politics and the bureaucracy that goes with Democrats and Republicans at the time. And I think our city, and most cities in America, a lot of cities in America, their mayors is a nonpartisan situation. You got to be able to go on both sides of the aisle and be able to deal with everybody. and speak for everybody. And I just right now is a
you gotta speak for the people.
Strictly for the people.
Right, and the people could be anybody.
And what better place than the nation's capital where our forefathers got the independence. So I'm gonna be independent like the people before us, and my grandmothers and my grandparents and my greats and the greats and all before us, before we had any party.
So have most mayors in D.C. been Democratic?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
I'll be the first independent mayor ever.
That's dope.
To be in the Wilson building.
That's good.
Because I want change. I'm tired of seeing the same thing.
You got to have change. Yeah.
Same commitments. We want something new, something fresh,
Well, they asked me why I was running. They always ask me why I was running for mayor. And I was like, because I'm looking back and seeing all these promises. If you look at the organizational, DC government organizational chart, at the top it say residents, right? And then it say mayor, deputy mayor, then it goes to the city council and all of that. But also often the residents get forgotten about and they don't get listened to. And just listening to it that I'm doing right now, going around the city and just listening to our residents, you hear what really the policy should be in our city. The people will talk. People will tell you what they want and what they have not been getting. And you have to be a person that really cares. And, I'm not a politician. Everybody knows that.
I love what you said. I'm not a politician. I'm a humanitarian.
I am. Yes. I'm a humanitarian. That's what I do. I'm a human.
So would that be put back in place where the people is at the top?
Yeah, they have to be.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
They have to be at the top. For all of everything. We got to, come on, D.C. was a place where we ran the government. Hello? Anybody hear me? For many, many years we ran the government and we still run the government. If you go to these government buildings, you see us in the government buildings.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
But so often we get disrespected in these government buildings.
But sometimes, I'm not going to lie, here's another, I see what y'all saying, but on another stance, people need to step it up too. And stop waiting for someone to come save them. You need to do your part.
I agree.
Stop being lazy. You got to be proactive. You got to get out here in these streets.
Say it.
You can't just say it and not do nothing and complain later.
Say it. I agree with you totally. You got to be proactive. That's a great word to use. Don't sit back in your house and, oh man, they don't care.
Exactly.
You care. Do you care? Do you care that we have change out here?
Don't know how to change themselves.
That's what the problem is.
Like they complain about housing. Like we have good leadership. It's housing opportunities to me. But if you don't take the time to work on your credit, like you said, Mr. Grass, you're going to feel shut out from the city because I think that as a people, we don't realize that we are on a new level. And if you don't realize that we are on a new level, you will feel left behind.
Exactly.
You got to do the work.
You got to do the work.
We are the progressives.
Yes.
When they talk about the word, they use the word progressive, I'll be like, or they say the people moving here are progressive. No, we are progressive. We just have to step up and be more progressive.
Exactly.
We are the leaders in this city, and we got to step up and be the leaders in this city. We the culture of this city. It's our culture runs this city.
Exactly.
We can't allow it to be taken because it's our culture. You don't go to New Orleans and say they can't get bounce beat, and you ain't gonna have no lines going down the street with all the instruments. Nah. This city has a beautiful culture. We always raised on it. We got our own music. Go-go's in our spirit, in our soul. And, it has to be shown and respected. And we got to respect others. We got to, go back into our, I think a lot of us been hurt and pained, and we take that energy out on other people.
Hurt people.
Yeah, so we got to be bigger than what some people are in the city, and we got to bring it back, to where we supposed to be. Our city's off a little bit, and we're gonna get it back on. Period.
So what is it like? I seen you on social media. You've been in the community a lot lately, and period. What have you been doing in our area specifically that is going to help you, become the next mayor?
Well, we're starting with helping our youth. I'm big on helping the youth.
Please do. We need the real men to come grab these little boys back up by their neck and put some groundwork down for real because it's out of control.
And hooking up with principals around our city, my daughter goes to Johnson Middle School, and shout out to Principal Coleman, who is her first year at Johnson, but she's doing an amazing job, and we're working with programs to help our youth because, as you said, there's not enough men in their life sometimes, in our young men's lives. And our women. There's not enough women in our young women's lives.
Right.
That's what we was talking about.
And there's a lot of runaways in D.C. That's what I learned, too.
Oh, it's a lot of runaways in D.C., a lot of homeless youth in D.C. that need to be grabbed back up.
Yep.
Come on, we care about y'all.
Exactly.
It's time. We love y'all.
Yep.
And, I think love is going. That's why when people ask me what's my platform, I tell them straight up, I start with love, care, and respect.
That's it. God is love for me.
And then I can talk to you about public safety, and I can talk to you about, affordable housing. I can talk to you about our seniors. I can talk to you about all the elements, our homeless problems, and everything else that we have to deal with. But if we're not dealing in a love, care, and respect situation, we just going to fall short. We're going to continue to fall short. It's almost like when I pulled up here and I talked to my brothers, some people don't talk, to each other. They don't pull that love and that energy.
Right. Just walk right by you. Like I was always taught to speak to the person.
I think that's the most disrespectful thing that anybody could do, especially when you're in certain positions. You need to humble yourself to the point where, you see a man as a man and a man sees you as a man. And let's deal on that level. And then we all can make finances together. We can come up, we can smile at each other and do that properly. But if it don't start off with respect, it's a downhill fall from there.
So what does the first month look like for you if you do become mayor? Like, what are some of the things that you have on your list to take care of?
It's not the first month, the first day.
The first day, he getting in there.
He said he's going to put the foot in here.
I don't think we even have a month. I don't think we have a month.
What?
We got to start.
Behind.
We got to start attacking the situations immediately. Our public safety has to be the first and foremost issue because we got to be safe in our communities. I always talk about we got to have more light in our communities. I don't know if you notice, like when certain people move in our communities, they light it up.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
It's lit.
Yeah.
I ain't talking, no pun intended. It's lit, right? And then you go, our community is like dark and dim and
dirty.
We gotta. Yeah. It starts with, I think morale is a big part of it. So first day, we start working on morale of our city. Real morale, and getting back into the faces of our people again. You can't be in your house as a mayor. You got to get out with the people.
Exactly.
Just because you win and become a mayor, now you in the Wilson building, now you acting like you can't come outside the Wilson building or nobody can't even come and holler at you. If that, I'm gonna continue to push our people to be the best we can be. And some gonna like it and some not. But I think that the majority want us to have change out here. And I think we want to be looked at as a city that's a model city. So, the first day we go to work on our public safety, we go to work on our youngins, and we go to work helping our senior programs and our affordable housing immediately. We got $100 million in camera tickets.
Man, what? Them camera tickets? Yeah.
It's a year.
Disrespectful. For what? The roads ain't even fixed, so why am I getting the camera?
It's 25 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not even logical or even practical. It's not. It's going to a highway.
Right. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of things that I think we need to talk to the council about immediately. That relationship with the mayor and the council has to be on a beautiful level. You ain't got to agree with everything, but you got to be respectful. I think we have more similarities in life than differences, and I just want to work on that relationship right there with the mayor's office and the council immediately. And I just think we got to continue to push forward to show that $100 million should go toward kids' education that's leaving school in the district to all scholarships. That's $100 million worth of scholarships that can help young people, motivate them to go to school and have some money for them when they go to school, help their parents out. You know, it's all about equity. You know, diversity.
Buying more houses, you know, buying up blocks.
Got to.
Y'all roads, though.
Do you know anything about real estate? You know a lot about real estate?
Yeah, me and my wife, we flipped a couple of houses.
Okay.
And I'm learning that, you know, it's a big, you know, part of equity. My mom's told me, my mom's is a real estate agent and my father a real estate agent. And I should have listened to her when she told me in 2000, after I made my first movie, Family Reunion, she was like, Rodney, you should buy about 9 different of those boarded out buildings on 8th Street. And I was like, man, I don't want to buy that. That joint boarded up. They was $22,000 a piece.
Okay.
Yeah. And right now you can't get a building down there for less than maybe 2-point-something million. And it's a lesson for me to listen to your mother.
Yeah. Because they said they had something in Baltimore like that where you could buy the properties for little as $1, but you got to reinvest in that.
Well, you still do. They still do.
They still have it.
You can do it, but you gotta fix all that stuff up.
Yeah, it's you know, it's a little paperwork to go with it, but
so a lot of people know you as a comedian. How do you think that makes you qualified, or you know, just to clear up, how can you let people know that just because you're a comedian that doesn't mean that you can't run for mayor?
Like how you transitioning?
I mean, yeah, you guys are listening to it today. I mean, I've never been a clown. If you listen to my comedy, I talk about my family, my life. You know, I talk about real things that's happening in our community. It's an easy switch to see that Red's been talking about his community all this time, helping people. You know, this is 30 years of work. I'm not going to back off that I was a comedian. I'm not going to back off that I was an actor. I'm not going to back off that I was an executive producer. I'm not going to back off that I was a
all
writer.
Around. What? Hustle
I'm not going to back off that, you know what I'm saying? I'm a movie producer. They want me to back off the credits. They want me to back off that
That was me.
You know, they want me to back off that, you know, I love God. What they want me to back off all the things that I got kids. They want me to back off that I'm a husband, a father.
Exactly.
What they want me to back off, the things that I'm proud of.
Exactly.
No, I'm proud of what I am. I'm proud of what I've become. And I'm proud that I'm super intelligent enough to understand that some people just not going to understand, you know, and some people are going to put me in a box. But I tell people all the time, don't try to put me in a box.
Exactly.
Because I'm not going to put you in a box. I want to see you grow, and I want to see you be the best that you can be. And we as African Americans, we shock people with the things we do.
They say you're doing a tour right now?
Yeah, I'm on tour right now with Cat Williams, World War III tour. My last tour, Cat called me and said, Red, do you want to go out on tour, you know, with me on this World War III?
Okay.
And I knew it was going to be like my last tour for a while.
Okay.
And what better person to go out with but my friend, Mr. Cat Williams, right? And we did 3 sold-out shows in D.C.
So speaking of that, I wanted to ask you, a lot of people now are very sensitive when it comes to comedy. Do you have to like redo your whole shows or?
No, I'm very respectful with my shows anyway.
So you limit what you say?
Because I know at one point
I don't limit what I say.
A lot of things.
I don't limit what I say. Different. People asked me the other day, somebody was like,
you say respectful, like you be careful what you say to people.
No, it's just like if I'm talking to you normally, I ain't gonna call you a B. Right. So that's like my comedy is like reflective of who I am, right?
Okay.
So, but if I'm in my characters and I'm talking like how my father used to talk, you know, and when he told me certain things, I'm gonna be my father.
Okay.
And, you know, when I'm talking about my mother, I'm gonna be my mother. I'm able to take on these characters that I've seen in my life. If I'm talking about a drug addict, I'm gonna be a drug addict. You know, these are things that I've seen in my life, but I don't feel like I've ever been disrespectful with my comedy. I talk about everybody and everything, and I do it in a way that's me.
But that's the thing, nobody does. Nobody does it to disrespect anybody, but nowadays it's like...
Some people don't think, though. Some people don't think about the disrespect. It's like, you got to think in life, are you about to disrespect somebody in a way that they feel disrespected? So I talk a certain way, I do a certain way, and I live by that way. I can't be a comedian, like I can't be Cat, I can't be Dave.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm Red.
Yeah.
Right.
I just talk how I talk, and I write my material how I write my material. And it worked for me for this long, and I don't really change it up. I think I'm very brilliant when it comes to writing my material and how I construct it. And as I'm writing, I'm thinking of how I can flow and go into my transitions and really educate people on what's going on. See, people sometimes won't listen to you if you're not making them laugh, but if you make them laugh, then they'll listen to it. Then they'll go back and like, damn, he tricked me. He said some positive, powerful stuff, but he made me laugh at the same time. Okay. So, I talk about my wife. She don't like it. I talk about my kids. They don't like it. I mean, everybody's an equal opportunity to talk about.
Exactly.
I talk about myself. So if I can talk about me, I'm going to be able to talk about you. And and I don't feel like I'm disrespecting me. Yeah. I'm just talking about me.
Exactly. So what is your take on the legalization of marijuana in D.C.? Because I know you probably used to have your days, back in the day, but what do you think about it, about the new legalization laws, how it's legal now? Do you think it's helping the city or hindering it?
It's definitely not hindering the city. I think that the marijuana laws were way too strict.
Okay.
In the past, I think a lot of people who incarcerated right now should probably be let out immediately because of if they were under the old marijuana laws. I think that marijuana can be very equitable for our society in D.C. Yeah. It's $1 trillion business. And I think D.C. should get a part of that because it can help with programs for kids, after school programs for our seniors. And, we can use it in a great way. But I think it should be fair, too. I think everybody should have the same opportunity to own shops in D.C. I don't think it should be just given to 1% or 2%. I think young African Americans should have the same ability to be store owners just like anybody else. And I feel like search and seizure should change, because you can't really search and seize because you smell weed. I think they should definitely come up with, opportunities in these situations that we got to be more lenient when it comes to marijuana.
And just tell the truth about it. It makes you it's not as bad as what they making it out to be. For me, drinking is legal and does more harm to people.
Yeah, I just don't, and respect to our chief, chief of police, but I don't agree with, him saying that marijuana is the reason why, we got so many killings around our city.
Yeah, what? You ain't gonna be able to go kill nobody.
I mean,
exactly.
But 3 H's: happy, horny, and hungry. What is that? It only gives you that: happy, hungry, and horny. Yes. I don't know what else is gonna give you.
Yeah,
that's the only side effects I want.
So I think well, we know now. Happy, horny, and hungry. Hey, this dude's out here right now like, oh, for real? Let me give her a blunt. Somebody roll a backwood up right now. Facts. Big facts.
Give me an 8.
So they like, what? Nah, but I'm glad you let the world know, Nah, I look at life like this, I've dabbled in smoking, and my friends, all my best friends are the biggest smokers in the world. Snoop, Cat.
Oh, can we get a story with you and Cat smoking one day?
I mean,
a funny one.
Right?
Nah,
if it hurts you, don't do it.
Well, I'm
Jesus,
saying,
he's human, okay?
Well, I look at it like this, you know what I mean? I've been friends with Cat a long time, and he's definitely a person that is a weed connoisseur.
A weed connoisseur.
But the good thing, like even on this tour, like they know I don't smoke, right? And and they know, I drink like socially maybe, but they cat'll be quick to be like, no, don't bring it around Red. Don't even be around Red with it, because he care about the future of what I'm running for, and they really look at me as the mayor right now. So they like, nah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Because we wanted to offer you some wine, but we ain't know. Because people, again, they might take that as offense. Like, he over here drinking with these sexy women. What he doing? Because that's how people see things. I
just don't drink this early in the day. Let me see what's out. I got other things to do. I got a listening tour to do. I got another interview to do. I can't go in there saucied out. Saucy McGraw. Nah, but one day I'll have a drink with you guys, and we drink a little wine. Okay. But at the end of the day, I just think that people put a lot on certain things.
I see the sneakers now. Where the shoe cam at? Okay.
Yeah, I got
the all whites over here.
I thought he was fresh. He was clean.
Hey, I try to just be me.
So I heard you and seen you for myself. You lost a lot of weight. Mm-hmm. What do you do daily to keep this going? Because it's not easy. I know it's not. I know you deal with a lot. What do you do for Red Grant to keep you aligned and sane?
I stopped eating meat.
Okay. So you vegetarian?
I eat a little fish. I dabble in fish a little bit, but I'm trying to cut that out. But like when I took out like beef, I ain't really never been a big pork, chicken, and all that. When I took it out of my life, I'm always on the go anyway. It kind of naturally went off, and I started working out, and I started drinking a lot of water. I said I'm going to put 90% water in my body.
We have these for you, too.
Oh, nice.
Right here, the detox, Mono's Detox, Dandelion.
I need all of this.
And then this is also Super Sea Moss Elixir with bladder rack and burdock.
Oh, that's nice. That's going to make you poop.
Yes.
These some joints right here. Eliminate. All right, my bad.
Eliminate.
Firearm and eliminate. I'm learning so much on y'all's show today.
So do you do meal prep, smoothies? Does your wife cook for you?
My wife is she gluten free.
Okay.
Dairy free. So it don't really be a lot of stuff in the house. So, usually when you go in your refrigerator, you're like, oh, yeah.
Exactly.
When you go in my refrigerator, you go, okay.
That's how I like it. When
it's a little lettuce in here.
Yeah, good, though. Put it together.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's a healthy home.
It's definitely a healthy home, and I appreciate her.
That's what's up.
She got me, got me in a lot better shape. I think I lost. I went down I was 245. I'm probably right 207, 208 right now.
You got to come work out with the gym brats right here, man.
Yeah,
up in the gym.
I got y'all. I feel like, something is under here.
Okay.
There's something under here. I can stick with y'all.
Put some push-ups up.
Yeah, oh yeah, I definitely can do.
We ain't going to kill them.
No, I mean,
no heart attacks.
I can do more push-ups than you.
Oh.
Could we? Nah, I doubt it. Do you know you?
I mean, we can test it out of the gym. We can put it on camera and all that. Nah, we ain't gonna do the suit. We ain't gonna do. I know you really want to get to the gym right this second. You want to take me to the floor right now. You want to smoke a blunt. She look like she just hit a bob. She hit a bob and go to the gym and be in that bitch like this.
That's the pre-workout.
That's not pre-workout.
Everybody like, what is going on?
He must haven't seen us in the gym. That's exactly what we do.
I come work out with y'all. Y'all get me in shape. That cardio is the key.
Yes.
Yeah, but I like that HIIT training, high interval intensity training, where you just going. That's where it's that. Ask Mo, he know.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you know too.
Y'all teach me. Y'all turn me on. You know what I'm saying? I want to get down to like 192.
Okay.
Get down to 192. I feel like I'm right.
And then Cat Williams and they're gonna be clowning you coming in talking about this.
Nah, they ain't gonna clown me. They know.
They gonna come and join. That's
because I'm gonna take my shirt off everywhere I go.
There you go.
See, that's the goal.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna take my shirt off. Y'all, they gonna be like,
as mayor,
damn, Red.
That'd be a good look.
Just take off your shirt.
Why Red don't have no shirt on, bro?
He take his shirt off all the time.
No, I think that would be a good look for real.
It is a good look. You know what I'm saying? Ride my bike on the basin, no shirt. Hey, real talk.
That's what's up. Hey.
It ain't nothing wrong with it.
So we know we love your running mate, one of your running mates. We don't know what's your other running mate besides Trayon White.
Robert White, Muriel Bowser just announced, and
So you going against Muriel Bowser again?
I mean, it's a lot going on. You know, Muriel Bowser, Trayon, and Robert are all Democrats. They're gonna have to go to the Democratic primary.
Okay.
And I'm an independent. I'm going straight to the general.
Okay.
So they're gonna see. I'm about to see whoever wins between them in the primary. I see them in the general.
Oh, okay. So you kind of in your own lane. There's really no competition with them.
Now that's why I hate when people like, well, you and Trey running against each other, and I'm like, nah, that's my man.
Exactly.
I love him to death. You know, I don't stop trying to pit us against each other.
Exactly.
You know, that's that's one thing that things happen.
I don't think people trying to put y'all against each other. I think the media just isn't letting us know that you're not against each other.
Exactly.
Because if they don't let us know, because I thought that because I worked with Trayon White before, and then we spoke on Facebook before for another project, and nowhere in the media does it say that you're not against each other. So a lot of people probably think that, but the whole time you're cool.
Well, see, the media also don't give me no media.
Exactly.
We know why.
So the media is not going to give Red Grant.
This is how. This is
the media. This is the best media,
and
right
now.
So I got over 42 interviews, all with real media.
See,
like
that's
that.
what I love
real
about
media,
you, because that is so dope how you came and supported us. We just want to get the word out to our platform. We want to talk about it, have that conversation, because that's where it starts initially with that conversation.
Yep.
And it's a blessing because people overlook people that's lower, not to say nobody's higher than anybody, but that's the reality of it,
This is real media, though.
I mean, how do we
platform right here?
How do we help each other out, right? I got a platform, get 1.6 million impressions a month on my social media, and I feel like you sisters are the proper people for me to come and talk to pull y'all numbers up and y'all pull my numbers up, because this gonna hit the internet. And
but guess what's gonna hit the streets? Because we outside. We be outside. I talk like I tell everybody about Ray Grant. Like,
and the
like I told people, we're not
talking.
gonna be able to use social media like we want to in the future. So we got to get outside. We can't keep relying on social media.
Again.
You got 1 million followers. What does that mean?
Nothing.
Who are you?
Nope.
Like, who are you?
Yeah, I agree with you totally.
Exactly. Yeah,
and that's why I stay in the street. They call me Mr. Pull Up, because I pull up on you in real life.
He said, "I pull up on you."
I pull up on you, and they be like, "Well, what Red doing here?" Because I want to be here, because this is where I be at.
What's your sign?
Capricorn.
Oh, no comment. We brought you some cupcakes, bro.
You must know January. You must know January Capricorn.
Okay, you're not
I'm a
January.
December. I'm a December Capricorn.
Okay,
but did we let him slide?
Yeah, December 27th.
And he can slide even better.
Okay.
December 27th.
So we got about 5 minutes. Wrap it up real quick.
Okay.
We usually put people in the hot seat. We didn't approve it through your manager, but it's not bad hot seat. We just want to ask you a few questions.
I'm my manager.
Okay.
Okay, Capricorn.
So these are
talking about my publicist, Aunt Yeah, it's all good. But
because we said the way it was set up,
she know I can handle myself.
We sat down with these questions. I kind of wish I wouldn't have listened to Pre and came out with some more raunch questions, but we wanted to stick to
our hot top.
The strip. We wanted to stick
I'm with y'all.
Okay.
So just can I sit back and relax for this one?
It's only like
yes, you can.
I feel like these
you
get
ready. That wine?
Nah, I'm gonna worry.
You want the elixir?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this on. Yeah,
you want the elixir?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull up this one. Okay, so would you rather have? We already know, but we want to ask. Would you rather have an 800 credit score or $20,000 cash?
800
credit score.
Yep.
Like you said, because you could do more with that, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you traveling the world for a whole year. Would you rather travel the world for a whole year, all expenses paid, or have to spend your life in one city with no money for a whole year?
All right, hold up. Say that again. Hold up, that didn't sound right. That first one sounded way better.
Exactly.
All paid.
Yeah. Would you rather travel the world for a whole year?
All paid. I want it all paid.
Okay. Would you rather lose all your money and valuables or lose all your pictures and your technology things you have saved on your laptop? All the money and valuables, or all your pictures and personal information?
I'm gonna go with pictures because I can read, I can shoot more pictures and memory of it, but
you can't really reshoot those memories, but you can get that money back by doing more shows.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is his question. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. Well, it's a question for him, but sometimes we go back and forth.
I mean, I'm just gonna tell my wife. I'm just gonna say to her, look, all my pictures is gone.
Clean state.
You can't. There's nothing in this phone right here, nowhere ever. So there's a clean slate on my phone. Clean slate. Sometimes you gotta clean your slate.
That's true.
To go higher.
I dump. I don't care. I dump them out.
I go higher. Sometimes I like during the pandemic when COVID first happened. God moved everybody out of my life that wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh.
So I didn't care about their pictures, their memories, and none of that. So, yeah.
So would you rather never get angry or never be envious of someone?
Never get angry.
So you rather be envious of people?
I mean, I'm not envious at all. So, but I don't like being angry because I think envy comes with the anger and all of that. So if you can control the anger, you can control the envy. And, controlling your emotions is the key to life.
Okay. Exactly. Okay. So would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people that needs them?
Organs to people that need them.
Okay.
I'm an organ donor.
Okay. Would you rather speak to animals or speak 10 foreign languages?
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You an organ donor? Are you an organ donor for real? Like you on your
yeah, my license say. Yeah.
I took that off. I took that off.
Somebody told me to take that off. You really did that?
Yeah, I'm gonna donate organs to people so they can live longer. If my heart can help somebody else live, if my liver can help somebody else live,
that's sweet.
If my lung can.
But I guess we're thinking of it as a way is what we hear the streets talking about. If that's on there, then somebody might be pulling up in that black trunk.
Right, and then be like taking you away.
Yeah.
Then no more you.
No, I just don't think like that. I think if they take me away, hopefully people understand, that I did some great things.
So would you rather lose your?
Oh, Red, you were so sweet.
So would you rather lose your passport?
Don't take advantage of me because I'm nice, so.
Would you rather lose your passport or your smartphone?
Jeez, my smartphone. My passport, I can get another smartphone. That passport, you gotta go down and you gotta go. You gotta wait 14 weeks. Yep. You know what I mean? It's a lot to go through. I lost my passport before I was going out of the country.
This is the last question. Would you rather be the hero that saved the girl or the villain that took over the world?
Oh, definitely hero to save the world. Save the girl. I definitely want to be the hero. I don't want to be a villain. Villains don't, and every movie is a villain, but I don't want to be the villain. I've been the villain before.
See, you've been a villain before, but you turned good now.
Yeah, I feel like the villains sometimes turn good.
That's right. See,
yeah,
I'd rather be the villain because
when I was young, I was a hothead. I felt like I was a villain. I feel like I was a hood villain.
Okay, so let the people know how they could donate, how they can follow you, how they can support you, where they can pull up at. Let them know.
You can go to a couple of places, but Grant for Mayor, the number 4 Mayor, or you can just go grantformayordc.com and donate. We independent, so we take individual donation. All y'all in here can send.
You take Cash App.
Take
everything.
Hey, as long as you go to grantformayordc.com, we take it. And also follow me on the gram, Red Grant on the gram. My other website is redgrant.com. You can follow my whole movement. But I just tell people to just get involved with knowing who I am as a person. Don't think you know me because you see me.
Exactly.
I'm a different person than that person is. And just keep supporting the movement. We're going to be the next mayor of Washington, D.C.
Y'all heard it here first. Tea Time Tuesdays.
Yes, this is going to be the next mayor.
And we're going to keep fighting for the
we need some campaign managers.
Yes.
We definitely need a lot of the volunteers. Like we got over 300 volunteers right now, but we need more.
Okay.
We would love for you guys to come on board and volunteer. Bring
And
your
I bought
energy.
you a crystal as well, so you can use
I'm a
that.
crystal head.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
you can use that on your journeys with you. You always
Thank
gonna be
you,
good
yeah.
now, because
Thank
I'm
you.
a fire sign. So
Yes, we both on fire signs right here.
Fire
Sagittarius.
signs.
This is Sagittarius, that's Aquarius.
Mm.
Well, no, we Aries. Oh my God.
This,
It's okay.
man. Thank you.
you welcome. What sign is your wife?
She a Virgo.
Oh, yeah. So she gets it done. She gets it done.
Hey, she don't play.
Yeah,
She
mover and
don't play.
shaker.
Y'all would love
Organized.
y'all would love my wife too.
Very
My wife is
organized.
like, y'all should meet my wife. It's like she's the best. She's the bomb. She's genuine. Her ethics is big, and she's
Your Facebook page, she's very active.
she's.
And
very
you have all daughters, right?
yeah.
Oh,
How
wow.
many daughters did you?
I got 3.
Okay.
I got 3 daughters, and it's a great
That sounds
time.
like a strong family.
It's a super strong family.
Little dog. I see you holding the little
Yeah,
dog.
he the only dude around me. You see me over here like getting this energy from
Yeah.
the crystal, yeah.
Like-
I got Elise,
Yes.
Relieve,
So he good. We sending him home right.
Eliminate.
He gonna be set home right.
Yeah, and we
right.
also got the cupcakes. Go take them home to your family, share them.
Okay, yeah, I
Caked
will.
Up Bakery came through for you
Oh,
and wanted to
thank you.
bless you with a nice gift.
Tell 'em
Give you
thank
your
you.
flowers while you here. So
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you so much.
Thank y'all for having me.
stopping by. It means a lot to us, and we just can't wait to see you on that campaign trail, buddy.
Man, thank y'all for
Stay
having me.
tuned.
It's been the best.
Red
Y'all
green,
really,
y'all.
Thank you.
y'all
Thank you
come
for
and
coming through.
y'all come and mess with my beautiful women that's over here running things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go. Cut.
Good.
That was good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for